I shake. So I wanna start doing a little something new to my page, right? Tell y'all my stories about spiritual walk. Y'all see the fishing videos, but my life was so interesting that I want to start getting to lifetime stories, right? Just want to change the page up and make it more interesting. Now it's gonna be a long video. So I'm taking some pictures out from when I was in high school. Let y'all know I really was that dude that I wasn't playing. I got pictures from when I was in high school, right? Let's adjust the light a little bit. That's good right now. That's good enough. You're gonna roll with that. So the topic of the video is I got some stories about my life. I was a bad mofo growing up. I was a bad boy, right? And I want to get into a little bit more of my childhood stories. So the topic of this video is the biggest fight in the history of my high school. Now I want y'all to know that I was involved in this fight. When I was in school, I graduated in 2002, right? The back of these pictures say March the 2nd, March the 2nd, 2002. So March the 2nd, 2002, I was in school with my shirt off. You see that? I thought I was fly. I thought I was sexy. I was the dude in the school who always had his shirt off. You understand me? Flexing in school. I was that dude. You see what I'm saying? And I had size. I was lifting the weights. So I was the dude in school who was working out. I marched in the band. That's when we went to Grambling. See my high school? We marching at Grambling on college. I'm on that field right there, right? That's my high school band. We had a big band. I went to alcee frotier High School in New Orleans. It's me and my homeboy Aaron. Them can't really see me, Aaron, and my other homeboy. All us played the same horn. We played mellophone. You see how swagged up we was, straight thug shit. So we was wild boys in school, right? Yes, I was that wild dude in school. I was a savage. You're putting the full sign up. I was a young that jacket I got on. That's Banana Republic. This when I was working at McDonald's in high school. I had my own job in high school, so I was buying my own shit, right? So what we're going to talk about today is. So I've been that nigga. I've been wild. I've been a jock. You can tell from my high school picture, shirt off, body flawless, no stomach, perfection. Okay, yes, I was a nigga. So let's get to the biggest fight in school history. I'm gonna try to make this video short. New Orleans, Louisiana. Frotier is the Uptown Jukebox. Man, one day, where a rumor started. We had a friend, and I'm gonna try to shift these names up. I'm gonna give you the names of the dudes on my project. But the dudes out the other projects, I'm gonna try to shift their names up because I don't want them to get personal. Don't nobody take this video personal. I don't want nobody coming back. He did a video about Frotier and they had the big fight. It didn't go that way. I'm telling you from my perspective, I went to jail that day when I was in 12th grade. I was there when the fight popped off. I was there when the fight first started. Most of y'all came after the fight and jumped in the fight. I was there when the boys, Carrollton, the boys out of 17, came bust through that door. Let's get back to the story. You're getting this from my perspective. Inside, I went to jail that day. Okay? Biggest fight in the history of alcee Frotier. Frotier is divided. Just some lean on me shit. My high school was like lean on me. Frotier was divided into I'm not going to New Orleans. Peace. I see y'all family. Frotier was divided into two parts. You had the Carrollton area where Lil Wayne say he from. You had 17. You had Holly Grove, Pigeon Town, Nigga Town, Holly Grove, Pigeon Town, Dead Road, Railroad. Them boys had 6 areas. Them boys was deep. Then you had everybody else against them. St. Thomas, with my project, the St. Thomas, Third Ward, Cali, the Magnolia, Melf, Downtown, 12th Ward, 11th Ward, 13. Everything was going against the 17. That's how big these boys was. Lil Wayne said Holly Grove, he talking about the 17. Them boys was about 2,000-3,000 deep in there against everybody else. Now, I always want to go to Frotier to march in the band. I didn't know that that school was that segregated between black neighborhoods. That Nigger Town, Pigeon Town, Holly Grove. Put the comments in the videos. It was like 6 of them, and they all was back there. So my first day at the school, you know what? I'm gonna deal with my first day. I get put out of Walter L. Cohen for breaking somebody's jaw. I went to another school in New Orleans called Walter L. Cohen. Walter L. Cohen was way worse. This Walter L. Cohen. I've been lifting weights. This Walter L. Cohen. Walter L. Cohen was way worse than Fauché. You hear me? Walter L. Cohen was way worse than Fauché. And Walter L. Cohen, you had grown men. You had dudes in Cohen 22 years old, 23 years old in high school. So we fighting grown men. I'm 5'7", 160 pounds, 170 pounds working out. This is grown men who got murder charges still in high school. So I could have got beat to death and killed in Cohen. I was fighting my way, trying to survive in Cohen. I'm gonna get the Cohen stories later on different videos. I get the Fauché. Fauché ain't got no dudes 20 years old, 21, 22 years old. This regular dudes, everybody at 17 got dreads. So I'm like, oh, this is different. My first day at Fauché. I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. They got 5 dudes in Fauché out of my neighborhood. The rest of the dudes is the 13th ward, 12th ward, and the 3rd ward. And they battling with the 17. But the 17 got the upper hand on them. This is my opinion. The 17 run Fauché. They got the upper hand on the 3rd wall. They got the upper hand on the Melphamine, the Calio, the Magnolia, the 13th, the 12th wall, the 11th wall. Now, they got dudes out of 12th wall who bought that business. But as a whole, they got some dudes out of 3rd wall who bought that smoke. But as a whole, and the 17 run that. I hear stories about my neighborhood, dudes out of St. Thomas fighting dudes out of 17. I hear how the 17 putting that work in that Fauché. So I break a dude's jaw at Cohen, I get put out of Cohen, I go to Fauché. Fast forward to the day of the fight. I'm the dude in the school, shirt always off. I'm pretty bored nigga. I'm coming in, shirt off, lifting weights. This me, I'm that nigga, right? I'm not saying I'm the baddest dude in the school. They had dudes in their Fauché bigger than me. But you know me, shirt off, this is how I'm coming. I'm a jock. You hear me? I had a friend named Dog Catcher. Dog Catcher Mike out of the St. Thomas Project. They call him Dog Catcher because he just steal people dogs. Dog Catcher was already getting money when he got to high school. Whole mouth full of goals. Pretty boy nigga. Got a car and everything. Young nigga hustling, getting money, doing this thing. This Dog Catcher. Dog Catcher come to Fauché. He that nigga. Whole mouth gold, pretty boy nigga. Tattoos, you heard me, calls and all that. He come there, he out my hood. St. Thomas produced some of the baddest dudes around New Orleans. That's what the St. Thomas Project do. That's where I'm from. We produce them boys. We the baddest niggas in New Orleans. You heard me? Man, Dog Catcher come now. He go to messing with the dudes old ladies out to 17. This Dog Catcher, right? Dog Catcher go to messing with these dudes old ladies. And he fly, he swag. Pretty boy nigga. S-curl looking. The nigga look like the nigga like KC from Jodeci, but the nigga red. Nigga light skin. Man, he was messing with these dudes, old ladies, man. Dating these dudes, old ladies, cutting up, got all his money, racks of money. Mike Pretty Boy nigga had money his whole life. Uniforms, client, iron, clean, baddest shoes. Yeah. Mike talking to one of them. I'm telling you this, but some people gonna come in the comments and say something else. I was in a fight. I'm about to tell you what happened in the fight. I was one of the big dogs from Uptown that go against the 17th. So I'm gonna keep it real. The 17th was running that thing. And boss is like 3,000 deep. That's just the dudes. They catch you, they're gonna slaughter you, they're gonna punish you, they're gonna stomp you out. The 17 run Fauché when I get there. Man, all I know, day of the fight, I hear rumor that Mike was messing with the dudes old ladies. And the dudes out of 17, I'm telling a story about when I was in high school. The biggest fight in the school, in my school's history, right? I was that nigga in school. See where I'm standing at right here? This is where the fight took place at, right here where I'm standing at. For y'all from New Orleans, when the Fauché, you can look at this video, you know where I'm standing downstairs right there. That door you walk outside. Man, nigga say Mike was talking to some of the dudes old ladies and we gonna punish some dudes when we get to school the next day. Don't nobody know about this but Mike and the girls he was on the phone with. See this door right here? Imagine my back facing this way. I was standing right here in this hallway. Right here in this hallway. They got 2 doors right there. Man, they got around to the 17th and they're supposed to have a big fight the next day at school. You went to frotier? Downstairs in this hallway right here. This how you go upstairs to the office. Downstairs in this hallway right here, this is where this fight took place at. Man, all I know, me and my dude Fat and out of 12 wall. There's two brothers. Me and was like this in school. Was my brother. He out of 12 wall, I'm out of St. Thomas. You see this video, shout out to Me and was the only two dudes there that morning from uptown who was big dogs. I'm a big dog out of Thomas. He a big dog out of 12 wall. So we chilling, you heard me? Doing our thing. We thugging, we on the wall. We don't know Mike them had this conversation with this girl and the whole 17 coming there the next day. 3,000 dudes. 3,000 dudes come there the next day looking for everybody like we want that smoke. Now, frotier is divided. This the whole 17, and this is the rest of the city. This is the rest of the city. This is the whole 17, the whole Carrollton area. We can't go on each side of the schools. Man, the boys open that door, coming outside the school, bust that door open. When they bust that, I'm telling you, when they bust that door open, and I'm on a wall like this, now niggas know I'm coming with that smoke. Niggas know if you fight me back then, I'm lifting weights. I'm the young guard, I'm a barbarian, right? It's gonna take 3 to 4 niggas to stop me. Back then, I'm watching wrestling, I'm suplexing niggas and everything back then. You know, me right here, all right here. It was everybody else was the cowards in the school. It was the pedestrians in the school. It was the pedestrians. Because at that time, the hitters from uptown weren't there. Man, was there early. Man, them dudes bust their door down. Them dudes came on the outside of school and just surrounded us like that. They surrounded us. They supposed to come through the door off the melon and just jump, man. But man, ain't no easy characters. We not no easy characters to jump. Y'all gonna jump us, but a couple of people gonna die. A couple of people gonna lose some eyes. It's gonna be hard to jump us because we big dogs. I'm gonna use this word in this video: champions. Men are all champions. I'm a champion out of St. Thomas and frotier. He a champion out of 17 and frotier. Me and him become best friends. The 17 opened that door. They had all their champions and all their pedestrian dudes that fight too. Man, they got a place called Nigger Town. They 3 champions was there with the rest of the dudes from Nigger Town. They had like 100 and some dudes from Nigger Town with the 3 champions in the front. I ain't gonna say no names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Gert Town. They was right there with their champions and the rest of Gert Town. Holly Grove. They champions with the rest of Holly Grove. Them boys came with their teams with all their champions. It's the biggest fight in my high school history. I can't think about Pigeon Town, Nigger Town, Holly Grove, Dead Town, Bagger Town. It was like 5 or 6 of them. I'm sorry for the dudes out of 17 for this. I can't think y'all other 3. Y'all can put it in the comments. Boy, the 17 come through that side. Them boys kick that door open. I'm going to tell you who all right. 17. Gert Town, Pigeon Town, Holly Grove, Graveyard, Zen City, and Nigger Town. There we go. So it's Gert Town, Pigeon Town, Holly Grove, Graveyard, Zen City, I think it's right, and Nigger Town. There's 6 places that them boys came with. All their champions was there, like the best fighters was there, and their children was with them. And I looked. When they come across that door, I said it's about to go down. When they come across that door, I say the day niggas gotta die. When I told myself, I said, you might as well get ready. You got to get through this. You might as well charge up. So they come through the door. I'm surprised they didn't attack us. Because it's the St. Thomas. In my hood, when we come through the door, everybody dying. There's no talking. They come through, either they was looking for somebody or they didn't expect me or ought to be standing right there. So they surround us. Man, all of a sudden, I'm standing there and they standing there. But I see them inching close to us. They inching closer, getting closer, but they're afraid to, man, look at my size in school, dog. I wasn't no. I'm gonna take a picture of that right now. That's gonna leave out the chant. I'm trying to get credit to the 17th. You hear me? Gert Town, Pigeon Town, Holly Grove, Graveyard, Zen City, Nigger Town. Them boys was bought whatever. Them boys was killing and everything in high school. Them boys had guns in school. Them boys was already selling drugs and handling their business. I'm gonna get a 17 some credit. You understand me? But I gotta give myself some credit too. I was the fucking weightlifter of the school. When I was going to the gym, breaking in the gym, the basketball players and the football players, I'm still big now. They used to come work out with me. Yeah, I used to break in the gym to work out. So I was the dude in the school. I was the wild barbarian. I was the ultimate warrior. So if I get jumped, it's going to take at least 20 to 30 people to 50 people to just slow me down. I'm sticking niggas in their eyes, kicking them in their things. I'm throwing elbows. I'm picking up chairs. I'm throwing people through walls. I was retarded back then. I was the great weightlifter. I really thought I was a god. I'm walking around the school with my shirt off. What that's telling you? A nigga walking around the school with his shirt off, he in high school, his body cut like that. What you gonna do with that? You got to dance with that boy. Man, the boys opened that door. They surrounded us. So I got agitated because they were surrounding us. They had so many of them way back in the cut. It was about 400 dudes that way. And it was about 90 dudes in front of us. So a dude out the red dude had the goals in his mouth. I ain't gonna say his name. I think he got killed. R.I.P. to the little homeboy. I think he got killed. Red dude with the goals, had the color dreads. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's a big dog out of Hollygrove. He got killed on some shit after school, I heard. He was the problem in Fauché. His name is Lil something. I'm not gonna say it with his star. His name is Lil something. Because I gotta put respect on my homie name. He was the problem in Fauché. He was a little skinny dude, had two goals in his mouth, a little red dude. He was a problem with the 17. Whenever the 17 done something, he was the first one out there. And I got to give him credit. Because Mike knocked him out one day. I'm going to tell you who I'm talking about. The same dude I told you, our dog catcher, knocked him out one day. And he woke up and he was saying, where my mom at? Where my mom at? That's what I'm talking about. Mike knocked him out one day. Man, that ball's right there in front of me. I shoved him on the ground. Them niggas, they come through the door. It's 90 of y'all right here, about 300 y'all right here. And they surrounding us, but they ain't doing nothing. If y'all gonna come to fight, come to fight. Y'all come to punish us, punish us. I shoved him on the ground. Man, the whole 17, I shoved him. Boom! I shoved that ball on the ground. The boys went to backing up, went to doing this, yeah. As they went to doing this and backing up, all backed up and on the wall, like all doing this, yeah. All like, yeah, it is what it is. He like, man. I know we can't fight them downstairs right there. We got to get where we could defend ourselves. So we run up to the second floor. As we run up to the second floor, men are all standing on these steps right here. We're standing right here on these steps on the second floor. See, they can't get in between these steps. We standing right here, and we like kind of facing them. So they go downstairs. The whole 17 go downstairs and make a U-turn. I'm thinking we want to fight. I'm like, oh, I shoved dude. We good? They gone? This is my perspective. Anybody else ever heard the story of this fight? And you was in this fight and you was out of 17. If you was there, I want you to, we're going to do the live video on my page because I want to hear, we grown men now. I want to hear this story from someone else's perspective. Biggest fight in Fauché history. I'm thinking this whole clique of dudes then left. This whole half a town of dudes left. We get up by the library. This one is on the third floor. This one they got chaotic. Man, we on the third floor. I'm shaking our hand. Man, we done that. You heard me. We good. You heard me. Yeah, whatever. You heard me. Man, the library is this skinny in Fauché. This is the hallway. It's one way in, one way out. We walking this way, right? This is the middle of the library. The hallway. We walking this way. I see behind us the door open. That's the pedestrians. That's the school kids. They bucking. Oh, screaming. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know. The 17th, they went down and came back up around, and they about to come meet me and head on. Lord. Man, them boys. Now, we can't go this way because the pedestrians is blocking the door. And I'm not about to run that way. I'd rather die in that hallway before I run that way and be a coward. Or them boys come this way. I look, them boys bust that door open, and them boys just come running. Them boys, at this time, I done pushed dude down, the big dog. The red nigga with the two goals. I done pushed him down, and we done got away with that. Them boys running at us. Oh, we about to fight. Man, I looked at I remember I told to this day. I said, nigga, I feel like Tyson. I told my homie, I looked at him. I said, nigga, I feel like Tyson. You heard me? He looked at me, nigga, let's do this. Man, the boys ran at us. So they didn't want to rush us because, man, we the champions. Once again, I'm using the word champion. Somebody type in the comments, champion. Man, all champions. So anybody run up, you going to sleep. Either your eye getting cracked, all this getting knocked out, your nose getting broke. We champions. So they're trying to figure out who gonna get that Who gonna be the first ones to get that? Bow, 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 bow. They don't want to get that. So I'm standing here, all standing here. They fighting all head down, and he's swinging like this. But they not really rushing me. They doing this to me. They like faking and kicking, but all kind of fighting them off. So they had the dude out of one of the towns. His name is Big something. I'm not gonna say the rest of the name. I thought me and him was cool because me and him had a class together. His name was Big something. If y'all are 17, you know who I'm talking about. His name is Big something. Man, him and all going in the blender. All and Big whatever, they going in the blender. I see them going in the blender. I get tired of the blender. I push all out the way and I hit Big whatever. When I hit that boy, you heard that boy just he out of the fight. Now when I hit him, man, them boys run on me. I had about at least 65 dudes run on me. So they hitting me. It was so many dudes that every time I cock, I get hit like 30 times. Bam, 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 bam. But y'all know back then I'm different weights. So I come with the right cross. Boom! He sleep. As I go to cock in the left hand, bing, 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 bing. I come with the left hand. Boom! He sleep. Everything I'm hitting falling. I remember I hit one dude. I remember because you know dudes out of 17 have dreads. So I'm fighting dirty. So I grabbed one of them dreads. I remember I grabbed his dreads and I punched him out. I was always taught to punch through somebody. I remember I grabbed one dude and I punched him through his dreads. Boom! And I hit him. His dreads was here and his face went that way. And I remember hitting him and I was like, I wanted to put the dreads in my shirt for a trophy. When we finished fighting, they had dreads laying everywhere. Now at this time, it's me and the whole 17 jumping us. I remember this is the last time I seen during the fight. His back was on the wall. He just was swinging like this. This is the last time I saw him. I just saw him doing this. And it was giving my dude the beat down. But he was standing up, eating everything coming with it. He just was doing this. And it was hitting my dude from every angle. I couldn't get to him. It was so many dudes I couldn't get to him. So I remember being inside of the fight. I wasn't getting hit hard. I remember I felt like, because my adrenaline was so high, so I remember feeling pinches on me. Now, keep in mind, we getting jumped by like 300 some dudes. I remember being in a fight, and I remember the dude, I know this dude out of 17. His name started with a B. I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to put respect on his name. I think he got killed too. R.I.P. His name started with a B, and it ended with a D. Y'all should know, start with a B, end with a D. Black dude with dreads. I remember I picked him up like this, and I hit him with a wrestling move. I hit him with a back breaker. Boom! I remember I looked at him, because I know him. I remember when I cocked in the middle of the fight and he looked at me, that boy rained on me. I know you. I cocked. And when I went to hit him, I stopped because I had a class with him. That boy hit me with like 3 or 4. Bang, 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 bang. But he didn't know he didn't have enough power to shake a champion. He ain't had enough power in his punches to shake the Ultimate Warrior. That boy hit me with 4. Boom, boom, boom. I ate them. Ming, ming, ming. I picked that ball up like this. I hit him with a back breaker. Boom! How I know I did damage to him? Because I saw him the next day when I got out of jail and went to school. That boy had the cast on his shoulder. I don't know if I broke something or did something. That boy had his arm was in his sling. In his sling like that. The boy had the sling on his arm. I remember hitting that boy with the back break. I picked that boy up. Because when he hit me, I'm like, man, that's my dude. Bing, 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 bing. Ah! Boom! That's when fight almost over. I don't know where all at. I just know at this time, I'm fighting so many dudes that I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is oblivious. I remember my cousin Markel, 10 Wall Buck. I know 10 Wall Buck from New Orleans. 10 Wall Buck, the bounce dude got the music. Fast up, fast up, fast up, fast up. 10 Wall Buck is his little brother Markel. I remember Markel come just jumping in the crowd. At this time, not a 17 been there, man, all fighting the whole 17 by himself. Now the uptown dudes is starting to come. Now these dudes out the 13 is starting to come. The bell ringing is 8:15. This fight started about 7:45, 7:50. That's how long me and this dude fighting these dudes by himself. Now uptown starting to come. I remember who came in that fight. My cousin Markel came running out because I remember at this time I was getting tired. My cousin Markel come running out nowhere. He jumped past me into the crowd, swinging. Boom, 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 boom. It was so many dudes out of 17. Them boys was the army. Y'all can give me y'all story of the video. We can go back live. Look, we older now. We can talk about this because they had other things that happened in the fight that I want to talk about that I didn't see. I'm telling you what happened in the middle of the fight. I was in the middle of the fight, but there was so much going on. There was so many people fighting that I didn't even see. Because when the uptown dudes started coming, because so many people know me and everybody, I had dudes out the band fighting. Everybody went to the 17 was like fighting a whole city. My cousin Markel jumped in the crowd swinging. As he swinging, the 17 had so many dudes, about 50 dudes just went on him. This is how big this fight was. Biggest fight in frotier history. 2002, you see it on the back of the pictures. And my cousin Markel jumped in the crowd. About 50 dudes just grabbed him in the air and took him that way. I'm trying to get to my cousin. I'm trying to get to I can't move. At this time, I'm getting tired, right? I'm talking about the biggest fight in my school history. At this time, I'm getting tired. I've been fighting for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I don't even know. I'm slamming dudes. I'm knocking dudes out. I don't care about nothing. I realized at this time that my pretty school shirt, y'all know in frotier, we had the blue shirts, the powder blue shirts. I'm realizing at this time, they've been grabbing me so much that they didn't stretch my whole shirt out. I ain't had no marks on my body or nothing. They've been grabbing me so much, holding me, trying to fight me. My whole school shirt was stretched out here. My shirt was tore. I had blood all on my uniform. And y'all know I was the pretty boy dude back then, right? Y'all know I was the pretty boy nigga, right? Guess what they did, y'all? Guess what they did? They were scratching my face and they were scratching my body. I had no black eye. I wasn't bleeding nowhere. I had blood on me. Oh, they were scratching my face. They were scratching me. I remember my body, I remember looking at my chest. My whole body was, I had whelps on my body from them scratching me. And I remember looking at my body, I was just like, that's when I really lost it. But I'm tired at the time. So here's when Patty come through. 10-War Patty. Patty come out nowhere. Patty come grab me. Patty must have knew I was tired. Patty grabbed me and he pulled me back. When he pulled me back, I thought he was one of them. So I if that Patty, he said, Doug, this me, this me. And I saw Patty coming, and Patty was with Rufus and them out the third wall. The Magnolia Callio. Rufus was with Patty. That was their clique. Shout out to Rufus and the red dude. Man, where the red dude, the Rufus at, man? Patty, my dude. They come out nowhere. And that's when the uptown started coming and the whole fight started breaking down. I'm closing the video. The whole fight started breaking down. This is when I almost went to jail for the rest of my life. I was so angry that my body was scratched up, my face was scratched up, my uniform was tore, I had blood on me. I saw this dude on the 17th, and this is in between the third floor and the fourth floor. This is the stupidest thing I ever did in my life. I could be in jail with life right now. I remember trying to throw this dude off the third floor, and this what made me a guard. This would solidify me as the guard in school, as the guard in frotier. I went down in history. I remember trying to throw this dude off the third floor. I had his whole body hanging. I had about 50 people holding me, and they was grabbing me. Doug, don't do it. You're going to kill him. You're going to kill him. But I had felt so insulted the fact that they attacked us like that. See what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing that was going on. They came at us, and I had completely lost my mind. I remember to this day having this dude hanging off the third floor, trying to really push him. I was trying to throw him off the third floor. And it was about 10 to 15 people holding me and holding him, and I didn't realize what was happening. So I ended up there. That's when the police officer, the security finally came, and they're like, the security coming, the fight started breaking down. I went in the band, and this is how I went to jail. For you, to those of you who don't know, this is how I went to jail. I went to jail. I went in the band room, and my whole shirt was torn out. My body was full of blood, and I sat down in the band room, and Mr. Brimmer walked in there, and he looked at me. He looked at me like this, and I looked at him, and he saw my body scratched up and whelped up, my uniform too, and he didn't tell me nothing. About 10 minutes later, security guards, let me tell you how I got snitched on. This is when I stopped fighting in high school. I'm thinking these dudes bad and they gangsters and they about fighting and they about whatever. This how I went to jail. The security guards come in the band room. How y'all knew I was in the band room? Who told y'all I was in the band room? The security guards come in the band room and did this to me. I knew I was done. Went to the office. When I went in the office, Mr. Alice, the principal, whoever, Mr. Alice and the head dude, they had about 30 or 40 dudes in the office. Everybody got expelled. You know who the only dude had in the office from uptown? Me. Now they bust through the door. They came and insulted us. They came and jumped us. They came over and assaulted us. I ain't knew nothing that happened. I'm gonna start giving y'all some different stories on my page. Shout out to the 17th Ward. Shout out to Gertown. Shout out to Pigeon Town, Holly Grove, Graveyard, Zen City, and Nigga Town for holding Frotier down all them years. Them boys ran that, man. Them boys, look. They can talk about the Magnolia Third Ward all they want. When I went there, them boys was holding weight now. I just had to handle my business. I mean, I'm lifting weights. I'm bigger than most of these dudes. And I was a year. Exactly. I know that y'all got to realize I was 19 when I was in 12th grade because my birthday is in March and I got kept back twice. So I was 19 in 12th grade. So me lifting weights, my body was more developed. I was a grown man fighting them dudes. I mean, they had dudes 18 and 19 too, but it's just a difference. I was different. So they're supposed to have an issue with fighting me if they 16, 17, going on 18. I had a year on them. I've been lifting weights. Since I was 16 years old. I started lifting weights when I was 16, 15. My body was developed. I was the wild card. I was the savage in school. I was an ultimate warrior. I was a champion. So I walk in the office, and they got dudes from the whole 17 in the office. Some of us went to jail. No, 3 of us went to jail, and everybody else got expelled. And that's when I told them, and I walked in the office, when they saw me, they tried to jump me in the office. And the security guards were like, I wish one of y'all would get up. And I remember telling all them dudes out of 17 in the office, I said, y'all jumped us. Y'all jumped me. And somebody snitched on me, and y'all jumped me. I said, I'm not doing this fighting shit no more. And that's when fighting in high school for me ended. And then the principal loved the 17 dudes. And then the security guards loved the 17 dudes. And the teachers loved the 17 dudes. So I started off as a black nigga anyway. I go to jail. I get out of jail the next day. Me and this black dude went to jail together out of 17. Me and him became cool friends after that. We went to jail together. So me and him go to jail. He buying out that day. My people ain't buying me out. I ain't got no money. My people got $100 to buy me out. I was struggling back then, right? Go to jail, get out of jail. I'm ending the video. This is how all them dudes got expelled from Frotier. All of them got expelled. You know how I got back in the Frotier? I was so smart. This is a side of me that people don't know. I always had a 3.0, 3.5. I was always on the honor roll. I went to my classes. I did my work. I was smart, but I was a product of my environment. So I used to fight a lot. So if the hearing was set for June 10th, I knew everybody in the fight was going with their mamas, their dads. They were going to the hearing at June 10th. I know I'm smarter than all the dudes who was fighting. I got higher GPA than all of them. I don't miss no days. They miss most of the days. They're not doing their work. They got all D's and F's. I got straight A's and maybe a B in my classes. I'm not going to the hearing with y'all on June 10th. I'll let y'all go to the hearing on June 10th. June 10th, go. The man tell them all y'all put out, go to different high schools. No, I'm gonna go back to Frotier. I want to go back to Frotier and march in the band. I want to go back to Frotier and take off my shirt. I want to go back to Frotier and be a guard. I want to go back to Frotier and be that nigga. I want to go back to Frotier and be a guard. I got put out of corner already for breaking somebody's jaw. Most of the schools uptown won't even take me back because I'm that much of a savage. See me in my band suit? Look at me in my band suit. Them niggas don't know I'm marching in the band. Them niggas don't know I'm doing my work. So guess what? Y'all go on June 10th. I'm gonna make them reschedule my hearing. And when they reschedule my hearing, because I was a no-show, now when I go to the hearing, different schools are there who was fighting. And guess how I go in the hearing to get back in high school? Everybody when June 10th got put out of high school. How do I get back in the hearing? How do I get back in high school at the hearing? I walk up in there with the long sleeve shirt tucked in like a nerd. My hair neatly cut. Matter of fact, I'm not even getting my hair. My hair all over here like I ain't got no money, like I'm broke. I go to the hearing when they reschedule it with other high schools. Douglas Falk up in here from Fauché using the gang fight. And I'm used to him putting everybody out, right? I said, I stand up, my shirt tucked in, all them niggas in the slouch back in the seats like this. They clothes all off, got chains on. They're in the hearing. I'm in the hearing like I'm the nerd. Look, I'm in the hearing like this. Look. Yes, sir. Douglas Falk, I'm here. He was fighting at Fauché on June, whatever. I say, sir, they had a big riot in the school. I knew how to lie to get back in school. Them niggas stupid. Sir, here's my report card right here, sir. I'm an honor roll student. Now, I'm the same one in school. Check me out. Shirt off. I got my sleeves cut off, one shirt flexing. The teachers, the principal's telling me, put your clothes on. You can't walk around the school like that. I'm flexing on everybody. Oh, I'm a god at school. I'm a great wrestler. I'm the barbarian. I'm at school. Who's going to worship me? Who love me? Look at my body. No man can stop me. Oh, that's me in school. But when I go to the hearing, shirt tucked in, neatly folded. I got a whole suitcase. I ain't got no book sack. I got a suitcase and I got 5 books in my hand. I got books in my hand at the hearing. I walk in the hearing room. Let me pull my thing down. I don't want y'all to see nothing down here. I walk in the hearing room. Look how I walk up in there with my books. Look, I walk up in there with my books like this. I got my books and I got my suitcase and I'm looking like a nerd. I'm looking like a nerd in there. And I'm like, these guys are bad. I'm like, I don't know what happened. I'm in the hearing. I got glasses on. I don't even wear glasses. Douglas Falk, how you doing, sir? The man look at me. I said, how you doing? Hey, sir, how you doing? The man looked like, what you doing up in here? They had a big fight at the, I'm holding my books while I'm talking to him. I'm dropping the books and shit. I'm sorry. They had a big fight at the school and they put everybody in the classrooms and they put me in the classroom and they put me out. Look at my report card. I'm trying to graduate this year. I got all A's. The stupid man at the hearing, he fall for my trick. He look at me with the books. He look at me, he look at my report card with all straight A's. I'm an honor roll student. I don't miss no days. Look at the man say. They had to have the wrong kid. I said, sir, they just put us in the classroom and they was expelling everybody. I told them I wasn't doing nothing. I never been in a fight in my life. I'm lying to them. I'm the main one in the middle of the fight. I'm in the middle of the fight. I'm cutting up. I'm slamming people, breaking people's arms. I'm trying to throw people off the 3rd floor. I'm a headbutt dudes in their eyes. I'm sticking dudes in their eyes with my fingers. They had one dude in the fight. I stuck my finger in his eye all the way back here. I touched his brain. I fight dirty. I stuck my finger in his eye. I heard some shit go. I put my finger, he was holding me. I put my finger in his eye. I gave him the corona test. Through the eye, I heard some shit go. When I touched his brain, that shit went. That boy backed up. You know that scary holler? That boy backed up. I think that boy eye came out. I'm fighting dirt. I'm kicking dudes in their nuts. I'm stepping on dudes' feet. I'm spitting in dudes' faces. Man, I'm fighting 100 people. I got the gun. I'm running off the wall, coming off the wall with elbow drops. I'm screaming, I'm a god. I'm fighting 100 people. I got to come through. Everybody got expelled except for me. I'm gonna let y'all do some folks know how I got back into school. How I still graduated. The man told me from the hearing, his power oversees the guy at the hearing, his power oversees the principal power. So the principal told me the next day at school, I don't want you in my school. I said, the man at the hearing gave me his paperwork, sir. The man told me, the principal, I don't care, I don't want you in my school. I ducked the principal for like 4 or 5 months. Every time he saw me, I'm acting like I'm the cool kid, I ain't doing nothing. I graduated. Most of them boys got put out. And that's the story. And I got some more stories from Fauché. I got some stories about how my homeboys came and stumped the dude out of the 3rd wall, how I let him in the back of the school. How I let him in the back of the school. My homeboys come out of St. Thomas. They wanted to stomp the dude out who go to Fauché out the 3rd wall. I walked in the back of the school when I was marching in the band. I'm gonna tell y'all the story. My homeboy said we're gonna be there at 3:30 on the dot. They know he played basketball. I walked around the school, opened the door. My 6 homeboys came, stomped the dude out and almost killed him in the gym. Oh, I opened that door. I did that. I'm sorry. You think I'm gonna let my homeboys come stomp you out? And they wanted to? Oh, I did that. I got that story coming. I got a story coming about how Jarrell had to fight with Ricky in the band room. How Ricky hit Jarrell with the DC lick and cut Jarrell hit him with 1,000 licks and he cut Jarrell, had Jarrell bleeding, and we was about to damn near how the whole St. Thomas was outside the band room waiting on Ricky. How Jarrell hit Ricky with about 1,000 licks. Man, Ricky stumbling. That boy hitting Ricky here, pressure points here. That boy hitting that boy everywhere on the hitting scale. That boy cocked back like this for one. Boy had a ring on his hand that big. But I won't give y'all too much for the video. I want to give you guys some different things. I want to talk about when I was running from the police. Man, I ran from the police over 20 times growing up. Never got caught. Oh, I got some stories. I'm gonna give you some stories about when I was breaking in houses when I was young. Man, we broke in a house so much we thought we lived in a house. We broke in a house so much we thought we lived in a house. We thought it was our house. We used to go to sleep there at night. Then the man came, brought a refrigerator. We was eating out of his refrigerator, making cereals, making noodles, hot dogs, everything in his house. The man had to get a dog to put in the house. That's how much we broke in the man's house. We was 9, 10, 11. We thought nobody owned the house. We was going breaking the man's house and watch TV in his house. We didn't even know we was breaking in houses. That's how bad we was. So I want to give you not only that spiritual stuff. You see my fishing videos. I want to give you, you see my gardening videos. I want to give you life experiences. Some things you could think about. Breaking in houses. Man, me and my cousin broke in a man's house. The man's about 900 pounds. The man came laid in the bed on my cousin. We had to cross under the bed in the man's house. I'm gonna deal with that next time. Enjoy y'all day. I share.